between The Lion King animation and movie, Part 1. Hello viewers. How are you? Welcome to Nibir Network. Today we will discuss about 10 differences between The Lion King animation and movie. Feel free to check all of the other videos I have made about The Lion King. With that said, let's get back to our discussion topic. Number 1. Rafiki's bakora staff. Where did it go? The old mandrill has completely lost his walking staff or weapon, in the beginning of the movie, and instead, has to rely on red roots to create a powder, to smear on Simba's head. No goop dripping out of one of the fruits tied to the end of it, robbing us all of that iconic imagery. At least, now his shorter tail is much more authentic, to what a mandrill actually looks like, out in the wild, instead of that long, cat-like tail he has in the original. Number 2. Scar and Mufasa's complicated history. In the original animated film, it's clear that these brothers aren't close based on Scar's refusal to come to Simba's debut at Pride Rock. But Mufasa had no idea just how deep his brother's hatred of him went, so it's understandable why he didn't see his murder coming, even though it was always pretty clear that Scar wanted the throne. In the remake, we actually get a much more complex backstory of how much Scar hates Mufasa. During Scar and Mufasa's first scene together, Scar implies that Mufasa is the one who gave him his iconic scar, from when they fought for the throne in the past. But Mufasa's brute strength won out over Scar's intelligence, making him the king of the animal kingdom. The battle must have been gnarly to leave Scar with a lifelong war wound through his eye, and it's obvious that he'll never let go of that grudge. And later in the movie, Scar also references Surabi picking Mufasa over him as a mate, which adds even more complicated drama to the sibling rivalry, especially when Surabi keeps rebuffing Scar's repeated advances after Mufasa's death. Can we get a prequel movie about this next? Seeing Mufasa and Scar's history play out on screen after seeing the remake is now a must. Number 3. Josus Jokes. While giving his morning reports, listen carefully to hear some great animal puns delivered in John Oliver's signature style, playing to his last week to night strengths. Also, his cousin who thinks he's a woodpecker sounds delightful. Maybe we could meet him one day. Number 4. That Simba drawing. Here's another nitpicky detail you probably couldn't help noticing. In the original Lion King, Rafiki takes his time to draw the cutest little image of baby Simba on his home tree. In the new version, he weirdly takes a bunch of bugs. Real talk, huge bugs in live-action movies are just as gross as seeing them in real life, and arranges them on the tree trunk. Then he blows some dust over them and it leaves an outline of Simba's face. Why this all-knowing monkey trusted a bunch of bugs to create this sacred drawing is a mystery that will never be solved. Number 5. Scar's alliance with the hyenas. One of the biggest changes from the original comes in the form of Scar's relationship with the hyenas. The animated movie makes it clear from the first scene Scar shares with the hyenas that they're old, well, friends wouldn't be the word that Scar used. More like trusted henchmen for the lion to exploit, but the hyenas sure think they're old pals with Scar. The 2019 movie flips the script on this dynamic and has Scar meeting the hyenas for the first time right before he launches into the more intense and militaristic spoken word version of Be Prepared. He approaches the hyenas with the plan to murder both Mufasa and Simba, allowing him to take the throne, and he allies himself with the hyenas to make it happen. There's less implicit trust this time around than in the original, making Scar's bloody end at the hands, or teeth, of these same hyenas a lot more understandable. Number 6. The male hyenas. The trio of hyenas in the original movie are iconic, thanks to Whoopi Goldberg, Cheech Marin, and Jim Cummings as Shenzi, Bonsai and Ed, respectively. But Shenzi is the only one who remains the same in the 2019 version, voiced by Florence Kazumba. The two male hyenas in the main trio are now Kamari and Azizi, voiced by Keegan-Michael Key and Eric Andre. Their traits are pretty much the same, though, with Kamari being the smarter of the two. Azizi is still the dumb one of the bunch, but instead of not being able to stop laughing, almost maniacally so, Andre's spin on the goofy hyena sees him as more oblivious to personal space. Still funny, just in a different way. Number 7. Simbas Fall. Brace yourself for the stampede scene, because it's even more intense and heartbreaking in the remake than it is animated. The amount of sniffling and crying heard in theaters during the aftermath of this scene is off the charts for a moment that many people know is coming. And it plays out almost identically frame by frame in both versions, aside from Scar telling Zazu to go for help in the new version instead of knocking him out. But Simba's escape is really where things differ. His fall is way more realistic in the new version, and he never gets caught in prickly vines. Instead, he takes a tumble down onto a lower cliff where the hyenas can't see him and carefully climbs down from there. If he fell the same way in the new movie as he did in the original, there's just no way he would have survived it. This change makes sense. Number 8. Nala's escape. A way that the new Lion King improves upon the original is by giving the female lions more agency, which is actually more accurate to how lion societies are actual matriarchal in nature, directly opposite from what the Lion King would have you believe. In the remake, Nala chooses to escape Scar's tyrannical rule at Pride Rock to seek out help in overthrowing him and bringing order back to the desolate and starving Pride lands. She sneaks out at night, dodging hungry hyenas and even throwing Scar off her scent with the help of Zazu's distraction. The thrilling sequence is completely new and much better than the creepy reason she leaves Pride Rock in the original. Scar propositions her for marriage and banishes her when she refuses. Also, props to Surabi for helping expose Scar's lies about Mufasa's death during the climactic battle sequence at Pride Rock. The female lions are more proactive this time around. Number 9. Pumbaa's, ahem, big moment. Not going to mince words here, Pumbaa farts in the new movie. He actually gets to fart and sing the word farted. Bet you never thought you'd see the day. Hearing Seth Rogen's trademark voice joyously let loose the word farted during Hakuna Matata is one of the highlights of the new version. And when Pumbaa asks if his friend wasn't going to stop him from singing that lyric, Timon just fires back, "No, I wasn't, you disgust me." It's a much different exchange from Pumbaa, not in the front of the kids. Oh, sorry. Number 10. That antelope. After Hakuna Matata, the new Lion King takes an extra step to show just how well-known Simba the Vegan lion has become in Timon and Pumbaa's little slice of paradise. An antelope freaks out over seeing Simba, believing he's about to be eaten, until he recognizes who it is. It leads to a hilarious exchange between the newly adult Simba and the antelope practically shaking with anxieties despite knowing that Simba isn't going to eat him. Some natural instincts just can't be ignored. This is totally new from the original. And this antelope deserves more screen time. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check all of the other videos I have made about The Lion King. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button below and please don't forget to share this video with your friends.